Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yes, getting the best out of him. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a promising position. Very nicely done. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Ugarte. And a chance! Mighty close.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Fran Garcia. Goulet. He might be in here! Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bruno Fernandes. This is promising. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pass somewhat off target. Played into space. And they're quick to get it back. Fran Garcia. He's found a way through. Mbappe!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Goulet. Anything noteworthy? Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Mbappe. Ugarte gets a foot in here. Šeško. Nicely shaped ball. Good ball over the top.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Has a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Ugarte clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bruno Fernandes with the short one. There's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Casemiro actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Tchouaméni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That'll be a throw-in. Bruno Fernandes. And a shot! Manchester United have their third corner. Bruno Fernandes goes short. Just not quite happening for him just now.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Now it's Mbappe. Martinez. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's burst through! He's come in hard. Diogo Dalot did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's picked it up out wide. Drives, he gets big! Oh, crossbar! Goal! Manchester United! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
After 28 minutes is number 19, Mbumo.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's going right the way across. Now it's Matheus Cunha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's there to get it away. He's picked his way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Now there's a fine ball. Decent chance! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The goal scorer.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's in a great position here. Oh, that's neat. Cisco! Goal! Manchester United! And they're back in front. How do you look back on that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
After 37 minutes is number 30, Cisco.
Manchester United go into the lead. Mbappe engages and forces him off the ball. Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Takes a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United get their fourth corner. They've played it short. Turns and goes back. Goes for a shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
The goal scored for Manchester United.
You just know there is no stopping that.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Valverde receives it in a wide position. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Manchester United have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Chouameni and Güler, and that interception was most necessary.
3 minutes added time.
And it's Valverde. Güler looking for the run. That's been slipped. Shapes to shoot! No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Bellingham. Now Eder Militao. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Manchester United are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Kindly make his way to the
That has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Here we go again then. Casemiro. Nice looking ball. That's good vision. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So now the difference is 3. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. Martinez. Matheus Cunha. Aimed beyond the defence. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Corner given. Güler plays it short. And here's Güler. Lovely bit of skill. And Now a sudden chance to counter. Bruno Fernandes. Valverde. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's very neat. Deep cross. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, looks a smashing ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. He knows what's coming. A second yellow, and he's off. The player's protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Manchester United are down to 10 men.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Oh, that is a nice touch. That is lovely. Matheus Cunha's cross. Keeper's dealt with that. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Eder Militao, and it's Arda Güler. Asensio, and it's Valverde. Now it's Matheus Cunha. It's gone for a throw-in. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Fran Garcia. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Mbappe.
There they go, hunting again.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And it's Casemiro. It's Casemiro! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Substitution for Manchester United.
They're up to 5 corners
18,
now.
Casemiro.
And it's been taken short.
19,
Now that is a hefty challenge.
coming on the field. Number
Madrid
7,
have the chance to go the other way.
Number 16.
Now it's Mbappe.
Substitution.
It could be in here. Bellingham. Plays a sharp little ball. Chance for a shot! It's in! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
After 77 minutes is number 10, Mbappe.
So is this the start of a comeback? Manchester United have 2 further substitution windows available to them after the one they have just used. Oh, what has happened here? Ahmad's cross. Bullish header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Nicely aimed pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that has been cut short. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Lovely feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. Look at the space here. Shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Valverde. Camavinga. Oh, good-looking ball. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. He's got full. Really well taken goal. And what a climax we have here! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Madrid give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And he's gone searching crossfield, and it's Dallo. Looking tidy in possession here. That has sent him sprawling. Bruno Fernandes gets flagged offside. Now, can they get him away? Oh, played through for the wide man. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. 4 added minutes on the board. In with the challenge. Well, that looks a decent ball. He has a... Can he finish? They've scored! They have stolen level at the last! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Well, it was a pretty engaging game that flew by. The separation now is left to penalties.
Please turn your attention to the
So
screen
we head for the
information provided
final
by
act.
local
It
police.
will be penalties. Bruno Fernandes is first to take the long walk. One 0
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Mbappe steps up for his penalty. 1-1.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Diallo is second man up. That's a good penalty.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
It's in, too smart for the keeper.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Mount is looking to do his bit. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
The third man in the queue. And the keeper's come up trumps.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Manchester United are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Big character, big moment, big save. Diogo Dalot just needs to keep his nerve here. And he delivers! Manchester United have won it by the barest of margins. Two sides more or less inseparable until the final kick of the ball from the spot.
Well, what a way to finish a long, hard match. Those players can be really proud of their effort to have come out on top. That was far from easy.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.